Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another episode of Time Stories Asylum. We're down to 11 time units. I have a feeling we're not going to get this figured out on our second run. But we are now in the greenhouse. We have uncovered that. And I've sent one of our fighters over to the area where there are grunting noises, because that sounds ominous. So I'm sending the fighter, and as with backup, because he has to go with somebody, so I've sent Felix there, and backup, Eugene needs to go with someone. He also has the pistol, just in case. And we have sent Ferdinand to the basin at the foot of the waterfalls, and Marie to the waterfall itself. So let's see what we are going to uncover. Behind the waterfall, you spot a small cave. After dashing through the water and soaking your clothes, you discover within this dark space an impressive statue of a creature with strange symbols on its pedestal. On the ground, a piece of paper flutters in the spray of the waterfall. Take item 1. That's easy, right on top. And behind the waterfall in the greenhouse, we found the statue of a creature. Its base held the following symbols. Okay. More of this. God, I hope this is only like one of a couple of ways to win, having to collect these, because they are all over the place. Well, Marie is holding on to that. Then Ferdinand will... Approaching the basin, you discover a body on the far side of it. The man seems recently deceased. His body and face bear deep claw marks, and tracks on the ground seem to indicate that he's been dragged to this location. Inside his torn suit, you find a wallet containing an identity card under the name of Eric Demarteau. Okay, right. This didn't go well for him. And a large metallic key. Take item 21. 21. Oh, that's a fancy looking key, isn't it? With all the, all kinds of lettering around it. A key found in the greenhouse on the corpse of Demarteau. That's the key we needed back at the, back at the park, isn't it? Yeah, okay, we will be going back to the park shortly. So Ferdinand will hold on to this key. Might want to make note of these letters around it. Oh boy. That's going to get complicated, isn't it? Alright, and finally, the grunting noises. That's a lion with wings, it looks like. That's, and there's a surprise, we're locked into a combat with it. You advance into the vegetation with all kinds of noises assaulting your ears. Suddenly a roar sounds behind you. A winged creature with the body of a lion and a scorpion's tail, we're fighting a manticore, attacks you. So, we are going to have to set up, this is a 6 skull fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this is going to be a hard one. I think we might be using Eugene's gun on this. I was kind of hoping to hold on to it in case we decided to go back to those catacombs where there were other creatures, but this is going to be really tough. So, we'll just get out the dice tower for combat, and back in a sec. Okay, so we will spend a time unit, getting us down to 10, and we will start a fight. Well, we're going to start with Eugene shooting his gun. If it weren't exclusively a stack of skulls, I might save his pistol. But no, we're going to. Yeah, you can remove one of these tokens at any time you choose to eliminate one shield from an enemy during a combat in which you're involved. So yeah, he's going to just take two of these skulls out because that's way too many skulls. That could be some really horrible backfiring. We will keep this with his card though, in case we may be able to find some more ammo somewhere. Then he will do his actual fight against it. He's only going to roll one die in that case. Yep, that's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we have a riposte of 5 skulls, which definitely gets past. He has 2 defense, so he is going to lose another life point. He's down to 1. Alright, well, let's see if Felix can do any better with his 4. 3 plus 1 for the croquet mallet. So he's going to go swinging. Well, we're going to take off 1, 2, 3. 3 shields. And we have a counterattack of 3. 2 for the dice and 1 for the token left, which does not get past. Felix does block an attack of 3. So that's good. Anyway, we still have a fight. Right, the others can still do something during to use up the time unit. I don't think. Well, I can have them join. They don't have to get involved in the fight if we decide we don't want to, because there's not much point. Ferdinand will not be able to attack it, and Marie's only got 1. Okay, we're going to spend another time unit of combat, and Felix is going to go first. On 4 dice, he just needs a single success. He got 3, so we're getting rid of that. The counterattack doesn't happen. He does, however, take 1 paranoia token for the blank die. Okay, so we have taken out this thing. Fight, then take item 26. Okay, 26 is an amethyst found near the dead manticore in the greenhouse. Oh geez, do we need to collect all the gems too? We'll have... Anybody can hold on to that because they're all in the same space. Felix will hold it. Oh. You have to go back and get that ruby? Or are these red herrings to just throw us off? Well, you know what? Now that we have the key for the park, we're going to go back and use it there and see what kind of clues we can uncover. Back to the map. Okay, we are now backing up to the park. Location 9. Took us 2 time units, which is the average, so that's not so bad. Actually, it's only one side has a 3, so that's not too bad odds. And 1. Yeah, most of the time you're going to get 2, so hopefully it averages out. Anyhow, yeah, back to the park. Okay, back in the park, or the park. Put this upside down because, well, we've defeated the conditions on that entirely. Well, everybody's going to start right there because we are going to use key 21 to get that token, which means we can now reveal this card. Oh good, more fighting. More creepy crawlies. With the trap door now open, you descend stone steps into a dark room, hearing primitive chants grow ever louder as you progress. The chanters await you in the room, shouting secular psalms as loudly as they can. You notice behind them a hole into the ground, possibly large enough for you to slip into. So we are stuck making a fight. Another fight. Yay. 2, 3, 4 against 5 skull shields. We're all together, so we can all do battle. Let's just move, get that out of the way, move that here. We are actually going to start with Ferdinand, because he can't attack once an enemy is down to 1 or 2 shields. So we will have him go first, and he's got wicked defense. So, yeah, he's the best to start with. He's got 3 dice. Knock out 2. We don't get a counterattack because he didn't actually roll a skull. So that's good. Next up, Felix has a go with his 4. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Yay, he did it. He, yeah, had a, oops, hold on. I forgot to spend a time unit to do that. Yeah. Good. We defeated that pretty handily, and we take item, it says item 16. And we have now, we have, whoops, no, don't mix them up. Oh, a new map. You've discovered a new location. So we now have under the kiosk, location 16. Well, guess where we're going to go next. Alright, so we're just moving under the kiosk, and we have to roll. Really hope I don't get a 3 for this, because that would be ridiculous. Okay. 2, we're down to 4 time units. Yeah, we're going to have to do a 3rd run to figure this all out. So, new location to set up. Okay, so we're to set up the location, except for the A card, because it turns out there are 3 different versions of card A. Use only the one which matches your situation. We do not have that token. I have no idea where that one is. This card is if we have the one that we do have, and this version is if we have both. So, well, it seems we are going to do this version of the location. So let's find out. You let yourself slip in through the hole guarded by the strange creatures and wind up falling through the ceiling of an underground room. Uh-oh. Many paths are open to you. To the left, a half-opened gate grants you access to a flight of stairs that seems to lead deeper underground. The strong stench of putrefied flesh gives you pause, as it would. In the middle, a closed gate bars your way to a long corridor, at the end of which you see a halo of light coming from a crypt. To the right, in the opposite direction from the other pathways, a narrow tunnel winds into the darkness. Okay, so who is gonna go where? Well, let's see. I'm gonna send Ferdinand to actually the closed gate in case there's a strength test or something for him to try to wrench it open, and he's got the best combat. So which is more ominous, the stairs or the hallway, the narrow tunnel? Anyway, yeah, let's send Felix over to the stairs. means we'll let we'll let Marie peek at the narrow tunnel, and Eugene, who's Eugene going to go with? You know what? Let's have him go with Marie. Send our two weakest ones together so they can hopefully back each other up. Okay, starting here, what does Felix see? If your team decides to take the stairs, then two outcomes are possible depending on whether or not you own the pink token, which we do. If you have it, take item 25, then the team heads to location 14. Otherwise, just head straight there. Oh, okay. Right, behind the closed gate, we have another one of these on it. The lock is too sturdy to be broken, of course, and it looks like it requires a code. To compose the code, follow the instructions of the 5 pentacles. Well, with this on us, assuming the one on the gate counts, we have 3. Oh, and as for the tunnel, if your team decides to enter the tunnel, head to location 17. We have, okay, 17 is just going to the catacomb entrance, which we have already uncovered. We have not, hold on, have we explored 14? Just want to see if it's in the deck here. Have we, no, okay, 14. We have not looked at location 14 yet, so I think we should. Because more clues. However, we have the pink token, so we get to take item 25 first. Right, and that brings up location 14, which we're going to go to. Oh, I see. If we didn't have it, we wouldn't have, if we didn't have this token, this wouldn't show up on them. We wouldn't have the map, so we wouldn't have free access to it. We would have to go through here. Anyway, yes, we will add this, and yeah, we're going to go check out location 14 and see what we shall see. Now, we do have a little problem moving, well, no matter where we move. When you leave a red location, it automatically takes 2 extra time units to leave there. And we're only at 4. So, if I roll a 2 or a 3, we run out of time. If I roll a 1, we just have enough time to have a look. No, it was a 2, so that's going to cost us 2 time units plus an extra 2, taking us down to 0. So we don't quite make it, which means we have to have a look at this card. Read this card if you fail for the 2nd time due to lack of time. Come on, wake up. You're not finished yet. These missions cost the agency a lot of energy, so don't add to that cost. Something wouldn't come down to this, but now it's too risky not to. I'm forced to start the emergency protocol. Come on, back to it. Yes, we are going to reset everything except for things with that token on them. And we're going to start over. So, emergency protocol. Add 5 time units to your starting time. So we'll have 30. For the 3rd run, if you reach 0 time units again, continue to play. Move the time token normally. So I guess when it hits 0, then move it down to 60, 59, 58, etc. If the whole party dies, move the time marker 7 time units on the track and carry on with the same run. Agents reintegrate their receptacles. So hopefully that means we can't possibly not do it on the third go. Shoot, it was really, really hoping we get a lot closer this time, but it feels like we're only a tiny bit closer. So yeah, I will reset the whole thing, and next episode we'll start our third run. It kind of feels like maybe we're meant to do this one in 3 runs. The fact that they bothered to give us a second time unit failure card. So yeah, hopefully we have more success next time. At least we know we can now go do our best to go straight to this area, so we can have a look. Or maybe we'll just try the catacomb entrance again, because we didn't even get around to that this time. Well, we'll see what happens. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another run of Time Stories Asylum. So long.